Welcome back and thank you for staying tuned to Business Today. Now, Namibians have observed a large truck traveling through Namibia on its way to Zambia, transporting a 171-ton oxygen plant. The Walvis Bay Corridor Group is facilitating this transit. Now, earlier, Milka Nerongo from Business Today interviewed Mbahupu Shivikwa, the CEO of the Walvis Bay Corridor Group, about the progress of the journey and Namibia's potential as a logistics hub. Well, here's that discussion.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Shivikwa, for being here with us this evening.
Thank you, Seema.
Now, can you tell us, or can you talk us through as to when this heavy-duty truck got on Namibian roads? I mean, where is it coming from, and what exactly is it carrying, and where is it headed to?
Well, it's a good opportunity for Namibia also to showcase that we can do things or big projects and facilitate big projects through the region. Through the region, I mean within the context of our neighboring countries. This truck, or the box, the special box, arrived at our port of Walvis Bay, and 2 weeks ago it started moving through one of our key corridors, which is the mainstay for our port of Walvis Bay. It's going to the northwestern province of Zambia, to a mine in Solwezi. Basically, it originates from Malaysia. It's carrying some oxygen equipment for this particular mine. I'm not able to divulge some information about the clients.
Of course.
But it is a very special project. It is abnormal, it is special, and it's a project cargo for that particular mine. It could have gone to other corridors or other ports, but Namibia was chosen,
Right.
To showcase that we can facilitate this.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of Namibians have been giving positive comments on how the logistics of facilitating the transit of this truck were conducted. Tell us what is the role of the WBCG in the logistics, and also talk to us a little bit about those logistics as planned from the point of departure until the truck has exited the Namibian roads.
Yes, the Walvis Bay Corridor Group is a public-private partnership, of which the government is one of the key shareholders.
Right.
Our mandate is to facilitate trade and also to do business development for the port of Walvis Bay. Of late, we have also been mandated by the Namibian government also to fast track, or we are the custodian of the Namibia Logistics Hub project. So logistics is a very dynamic field. What is important is that Namibia has got very good infrastructure. From the ports, from the roads, we rank number one in Africa. So, and for such special cargo to move, and it was careful planning from those who are all involved in the supply chain. There are freight forwarders that are also part of there are transporters who are actually carrying the actual cargo. So it's a various kind of stakeholders that are part of this whole chain. But for us, it's a unique project that Namibia is showcasing to the rest of the region, and to give confidence also to our neighbors that, of course, in future, if such projects should be carried out, we could be the first port of call or the first choice for them, because it's a delicate process.
Right.
If anything happens to the cargo, or the truck is not able to move through some of the roads, it causes a lot of problems.
Of course.
And I think with Namibia now, we have really shown ourselves to the region that we can do that. Yeah.
Now, for such a special project, obviously, it must be facing some challenges. Challenges have you experienced so far with this while this truck is on its way, and whether it's motorist behavior or road challenges? What challenges are taking
Well,
place?
surprisingly, we are not finding challenges.
Right.
What we are seeing is the smooth movement of cargo, which goes unhindered. And on top of that is also stimulating a lot of public interest when it's moving through the various towns. I think the only drawback is that it's moving very slow.
Yeah, of
So
course.
it causes other traffic to be very slow as well, and also for everyone to be patient on the road.
Of course.
And I think the inconveniences is also that when it goes through some of these towns, it has to negotiate with the existing infrastructure, but it's exciting. It's exciting.
Right.
Yeah.
So, what does your role as the Walvis Bay Corridor Group mean in terms of Namibia's relevance in international trade and in international logistics?
Well, we are a key player. We are increasingly also becoming more relevant. The Walvis Bay Corridor Group is regarded as the best corridor management institution on the African continent. And so what we do is that we create awareness about our capacity as Namibia to be able to accommodate and to facilitate this kind of trade. We also have offices like in Zambia. We have offices in the DRC and in Joburg. So we have got international linkages, and we are there to either, the cargo is either coming to Namibia or it's coming through Namibia.
Right.
So that is the exciting part of things. Yeah.
Namibia's dream has been to become the preferred logistics hub, and of course, that's now on the continent and beyond. How far is that dream from being realized, and are we already in its realization,
Well,
so to say?
Yes. The fact that we have conceptualized the idea, we are in the process.
Right.
For us to position ourselves as a logistics hub is a process. It's not going to take overnight. If you look at some of the countries like the Singapore, which are very good in terms of logistics performance index,
Right.
they have taken quite some time to be where they are. And they are I think two of the most important factors is you need to have the infrastructure and you need to have the service delivery. Namibia is on a good course. If you compare in terms of our road infrastructure, our airports, I don't think we are experiencing any hindrances in that regard. And our ports have also shown themselves that they can really accommodate the cargo. We have also expanded in terms of the capacity of the port of Walvis Bay. We are working on other projects like to set up a new port at Angra Point in Dordrecht. So I think there is a lot of factors that we are pulling together so that we can position ourselves. And I'm very confident that they can happen. It's capital intensive, it's expensive. We cannot rely only on government or parastatals to realize this dream, but also the private sector plays a significant role in this regard. Yeah.
Well, it would also be interesting if you could take us through, the capabilities of the Walvis Bay Corridor Group to manage most of these demanding transport projects.
Well, I must say that the capability and the capacity lies within our public-private partnership. We've got institutions such as NAMPORT, we have Roads Authority, Road Fund Administration, and Namibia Airports Company, and we have got the Namibian government, which is also supporting us. We have the private players, the shipping lines, and the freight forwarders. So all these stakeholders are talking to one another.
Of course.
Yes, and that's why we are very confident that we are doing the right thing. Yeah.
One of the topics that is high on the agenda these days is green hydrogen and, of course, the discovery of oil and gas, which have provoked the question of how ready is Namibia to facilitate, the logistics of such industries. How prepared is the Walvis Bay Corridor Group, in this regard?
Namibia is a chosen one
Right.
for oil and gas. This is a very exciting project that we cannot run away from, also for green hydrogen. But both of these projects are quite at elementary stage at this moment. There are a lot of planning that goes into this. For us to get the first drop of oil, it takes a lot of time. It also requires a lot of infrastructure build-up that we need to have. The oil basically is going to be offshore. So there is there are different dynamics in terms of how the crude oil can be transported. With the green hydrogen, there is also supporting infrastructure that is being set up to support that Namibia is also being able to carry this. So it's at an elementary stage at this moment. But I think the picture will change within the next 5 years. 15 years from now, the picture will completely be different. And we hope that it also will bring a lot of spin-offs for the economy. Yeah.
Now, while you are on that point, take us through some of the short and long-term strategic plans that are in terms of growing the country's economy through logistics at the Walvis Bay Corridor Group.
Yeah, I would say that what we are doing in Namibia is not only for this economy.
Right.
Our economy is very small. Our population is very small. We have a population of 3.1 million
Yes.
people. But we are looking at the bigger picture where we are playing a significant role in the population of SADC of 350 million people. So this infrastructure or whatever we're doing is also for regional integration, is also to support intra-Africa trade. And when we support that, definitely, we're supporting also international trade. So in that regard, we see a brighter future for Namibia to play a much better role. Our neighboring countries, they need us. They are diverting cargo from other corridors and other harbors to come through Namibia. So I think we just need to give good service to our neighbors so that they don't get to go away.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, going back to the truck, finally, where is it now and at what speed exactly is it traveling?
It's the truck is moving at very slow pace.
Yes.
It's currently in the Zambezi region.
Right.
It left Kongola, approaching Katima Mulilo. Hopefully, within the next few days, it will cross into Zambia as well.
Right.
So where the infrastructure is also different from Namibia, but overall it will take approximately 35 days to go through. So it involves a lot of logistics as well. Yeah.
Well, was there anything else that you wanted to add, in terms of Namibia's logistics and the Walvis Bay Corridor Group and the work that you are doing?
Well, we don't do this work in isolation.
Of course.
We do it with our stakeholders and so we would like to really thank everyone who's been part of the success story for Namibia to be chosen to facilitate this special cargo through Namibia. We would also like to extend our appreciation to the Namibian police because they have also been part of the escort. So, yeah, we thank everyone, including the Roads Authority and also the public for their excitement. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let me thank you so much, Mr. Shivikwa, for coming onto the program, and we wish you all the best.
Thank you very
We
much,
hope
Saima.
more trucks like that will be coming through on
Certainly.
our roads.
Certainly. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time, sir.